Hello guys and gaiets, and welcome to the first episode of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth Seed Showcase series. Basically what this series is it is me showing you guys some of the cool seeds that I have found in the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Some of them, or most of them, are very overpowered, and they're just ones that I've stumbled upon while I am playing the actual game. So I thought I would make a series to kind of show you guys some of the crazy ones that I have found. Now for this first episode, there's a lot of crazy items that you can find in this seed. One of my favorite items being the Daddy Long Legs power-up, which basically summons a giant spider leg from the sky to just basically crush anything that you're facing, and it one hits a lot of the items. So it's a really powerful item really early on. And then you also get a whole bunch of damage up tiers, and you get Monstros long as well to just splash damage everything. So make sure you stick around. I will be showing you guys a full sort of playthrough of just where to find all the items and all the sort of stuff that you should look out for. But with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy this first episode of this exciting series. I really do love the Binding of Isaac, and I've got a lot of really cool seeds up my sleeve that I found during my playing that I really want to share with you guys. So if you do enjoy this episode, make sure you hit that like button to show some support, and also tell me down in the comment section below if you want to see more. I really enjoy doing these, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. But with that said, enjoy. So to start off the game, you'll spawn in the basement one as usual. Now you'll want to go up to the very right and then up to get to the treasure room, which will give you the ball of tar. Basically leaves the trail of tar behind you that will slow any enemies that come and walk into your path, and it is very long lasting, and it leaves a very long trail. If you go back to the original spawn room of the basement 1 level, you should be able to blast open the top edge of the screen, and from there you'll be able to access the secret room for the level, and inside you have a key and a key beggar. You can trade with the key beggar if you wish, but keys will be very important, so make sure you keep that in mind for the rest of the playthrough. Once you've gone to the secret room, you should be able to go straight into the boss fight without a problem. You'll be facing the same boss as in the original Binding of Isaac game. Monstro, very easy. Just make sure you lure him into your trail of tar, and from there you should be able to wail on him while he is slowed. It also slows down his tears, so make sure you keep that in mind. You will not have to dodge as fast once you have hit him with your tar. Once you destroy all the remaining enemies in the boss room, you should drop breakfast, which will give you HP up, which will be very needed in the remainder of the playthrough, given that we have some deals with the devil room. In this room below spawn, you'll find the tick, which usually I would recommend not picking up, but with this playthrough I find it very handy to have upgraded rate of fire, so I would recommend that you actually get the tick, although it's up to your personal preference. If you like other trinkets that are in this playthrough, then definitely make sure you skimp out on the tick, because it does not come off once you get it. From there you can get the golden key or the skeleton key, which will give you access to all the locked rooms in the level, and you'll get Daddy Long Legs in the treasure room, one of my favorite items in the game, let alone in this playthrough. So it's very OP, and you'll see this in the room that I go into right now. Basically you don't do anything, and he just stomps on your enemies and pretty much just one shot kills most of the enemies in the game. It's really amazing. From there you go up to this chest, use one of your keys to open the chest and get a guppy's head. It is very useful to get those flies by hitting your spacebar item. And in this room you'll get the bombs are key drop from one of the enemies. You can use that if you wish, but if you wish to keep your keys and bombs at the same number, then do not use it. Go over here to get the secret room. Inside you'll find not a whole lot of anything. Watch out for the following troll bomb. It is very caught me by surprise there, so just get the fire. Nothing special in here except for a few coins if you destroy the top two over there, top right. And from there you can actually just go ahead and explore the level. You can go to the shop if you want. You'll find a soul heart, a battery, and some bombs. I would recommend getting the Soul Heart, although that's up to personal preference. I like to just have the extra health buffer for the boss battle or anything else I do. I decided to go into the Nightshade room here. You can get 2 pills. This one is actually really awesome, full health, so you might want to save that one. This one gives you 48-hour energy. Just use your Guppy's Head and get the regen back by using the batteries, and you should have a whole flock of flies following you. Perfect time for the boss battle. Alright, so you'll be facing Dingle, which is a very easy boss with Daddy Longlegs. You'll just see he stomps right on Dingle, and it is just game over within a matter of 30 seconds there. Really not difficult with the setup that we've got going here, and just make sure you don't take a whole lot of damage early on, because it is essential to be able to keep your health up through this playthrough. From there, you're safe to go to the next level, which is Caves 1. You might want to start off by going upwards. From there, you'll find the casual enemies, and you can also keep going up. There's nothing there except for a spike room, which we might need to use later, as you'll see. Just go through this room as normal, maybe blow that up. I found pills. Not really worth it in my opinion. It doesn't really do anything, and it's a waste of a bomb, but you can do it if you want to. Go here to treasure room. If you do not have a key, then just keep playing. And you can go down here. You do have the option of going to the boss early, which I decide to do. It is Chub, and it is rather easy given that he's slowed, and your Daddy Longlegs just takes the majority of the hits on him. And even though that your damage does a whole lot of hit points, just let the other items work in your favor, especially the Daddy Longlegs. With that, you'll be able to get HP up, and it's really essential if you go over here and go to the Deal with the Devil room. I get the Missing Page 2. It basically just does damage to everything in the room once you reach half heart. Totally up to personal preference, but you know, you can take that if you want. Now I actually go over to the Nightshade room, try my luck there, but I actually resort to spiking myself until I got something that dropped a key. This is obviously last resort, and you will not want to do this if you do have an extra key, but if you are desperate for a key, you'll see it activated your evil page there, but you get a key nonetheless. And what I decide to do is actually go for the golden chest instead of the treasure room first, because I have a strong feeling that it does drop a key, and it does. So with that, I get my key back, and we're able to get both. So we go up to the treasure room, and it drops Capricorn. All stats up. That's fire rate, HP, I think, and also your damage, as well as all the other stats in the game. So it's very essential that you get a key to get that, if nothing else. And with that, you'll be able to go into the next level. I missed some hearts there, but make sure you pick those up. And with that, we should move on to the Caves 2, which is I don't know, I think one of my favorite levels in this playthrough, just because of the sheer size of the level and the fact that it has an arcade in it. If you play the arcade in the order that I did, you'll actually get 2 drops. So if you watch carefully and do the same order I did, you'll actually get the dollar there. And then if you press the middle one here, and then I think guess the middle one as well, you should get Scatoli, which is Fly Love. Flies will not come after you, nor do damage to you, so that's a plus, and you can destroy that if you please. Continuing on, there is the treasure room there, which will give you the Blood of the Martyr, damage up. This is where it starts to get crazy. You start to do a lot of damage, and yeah, pretty much you can just let all the other items work in your favor and use that damage up to your advantage. You can blow that up if you please. And we have a coin there. The boss will be Gertie. I do recommend fighting early on in case you lose damage later. Yet again, Daddy Longlegs is doing his usual poning, so just let him do that. Make sure to watch out for the repository flies and meat, or I don't know, blood sacks, whatever you want to call them. There's actually one in the corner here. You can't see it, but Daddy Longlegs took care of it. The boss will drop Placenta, which will give you regeneration every so often, as well as an HP up, which is much needed after we did the deal with the devil. You can actually go down into the shop. There is Mom's key in the middle there, which I end up taking. Might as well, because I've got so much money just to throw around. You can also get extra health if you want. And with that, we're able to explore the rest of the level. Over here in this room, you'll get a drop of the tarot card Death. Pretty much that will do a lot of damage to everything in the room, so you want to keep that handy for the big boss battle or even Mom if you get that far. If you go into the Nightshade room over here, you actually get a health up pill, which is very useful, and you'll also get explosive diarrhea. Make sure to watch out for the bombs. I did get hit there, so just be aware. You can use that to your advantage in a boss room, but I did not know what it was, so I went ahead and used it. Just be aware. If you go over here and get this golden chest, you actually get Infamy, which is a really great job for that golden chest. Basically, puts a mask on you and damage reduction for all of the tears that hit your face. So definitely make sure you stop by that, if nothing else, because it is a very useful power-up. Yet again, letting Daddy Longlegs do the majority of the work here. And he's very useful for these two-faced guys. Just stay away from those and let him do the work. Over here, if you grab the pill, it is actually tears down, so make sure you do not take it. You can take back your explosive diarrhea pill if you so please, but over here in the treasure room, we have Mom's Bra. This is yet again personal preference, whether you want Guppy's Head or Mom's Bra. Mom's Bra just freezes everyone in the level. Guppy's Head gives you the flies, as you already know, so it's down to what you want. Over here we actually have Rainbow Poo, which I've never seen ever before this seed. Basically, it regenerates all your health, so make sure that you use it only when you need it. But it's very useful, and I'm very surprised to find it. Over in the shop, we have a really awesome item, the boomerang. I would really recommend taking that if you have the 15 cents to spare, given that you did the arcade in order like I did earlier. That will basically give you the boomerang, and the boomerang freezes all the enemies you hit it with, and as you'll see here in a second, it actually retrieves items from across chasms, which I really do like as a sort of perk, and I did not know this until this playthrough. So the boss is Monstro 2. Basically, you have to watch his facial expressions to see what his move is and predict his moves as well. So make sure you use that boomerang to freeze him every now and then. Stay away from his laser shot, and with that, you should be able to just wail on him. He does have a lot more health than the previous bosses, so make sure you keep on your toes and dodge all those bullets. From there, we get a snack, which will give you even more HP, which will come in very handy when we defeat Mom. And use that boomerang to snatch up all the items across the chasm. Yet again, a really awesome power-up, and I did not know about that feature of it until now. So now that I'm aware, I will definitely keep on the lookout for a boomerang. You cannot, unfortunately, snag pedestal items with the boomerang, but it does its duty, and I'm very pleased to see that effect of it. Now, I was not able to find the secret room for this level, but keep a lookout, and if you find it, make sure to post it in the comments. On to the Depths 2, we are faced with a pretty harsh room right away, and we are faced with two chubs, not just one, but two. Just make sure you stay alert and try not to lose any health there. From here, you can let Daddy Longlegs take out the two faces here, because they are definitely hard to get. But we have Monstros Long, which is my favorite item combination in this playthrough. Basically, with all the speed, fire rate up, it has become super OP to use the Monstros Long. Basically, you hold it down to charge it and you release a whole bunch of tears that bombard your enemy, and it's very useful. Over here, we just have the usual enemies, and if we go into the boss room, it is Mom, so we are that fast into the final boss battle here. If you have not defeated Mom already, just make sure you stay alert and charge up your Monstros Long and release it once the leg comes down, or use it on the outlying eyes or hands on the side rooms. Just keep aware and use the fact that the flies will not come after you to your advantage. Now we get the screw, which is tears plus shot speed up, and you're ready to dive into the womb, given that you've already beat Mom once before. So with that, the seed will end, the seed showcase will end, and I'm very excited to bring this to you guys. I really did like this seed. It's definitely a lot of fun to play around with, if anything else. So make sure you guys have fun. Share your discoveries about things I missed in the seed showcase, because I know there is probably a ton, given the secret basement rooms or secret like mini basement rooms that you can find and all that good stuff. So make sure post your findings down in the comments section below. But with that, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I have a lot more awesome seeds in the queue for me to make seed showcases on, so make sure to like this video, and I will be out with the next seed showcase very soon. I plan to be live streaming this game a lot on Twitch, so hopefully you can stay tuned to that, twitch.tv/theguardeye. But with that, if you're new, subscribe and like, all that good stuff. Share your discoveries in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next seed showcase. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Last thing, it leaves a very long trail. If you go back to the original spawn room of the basement 1 level, you should be able to blast open the top edge of the screen, and from there you'll be able to access the secret room for the level, and inside you have a key and a key items that you can find in this seed. One of my favorite items being the Daddy Long Legs power-up, which basically summons a giant spider leg from the sky to just basically crush anything that you're facing, and it one hits a lot of the items. So it's a really powerful item really early on. And then you also get a whole bunch of damage up tiers, and you get Monstros long as well to just splash damage everything. So make sure you stick around. I will be, if you want to see more. I really enjoy doing these, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. But with that said, enjoy. So to start off the game, you'll spawn in the basement 1 as usual. Now you'll want to go up to the very right and then up to get to the treasure room, which will give you the ball of tar. Basically leaves a trail of tar behind you that will slow any enemies that come and walk into your path. And it is very long, showing you guys a full sort of playthrough of just where to find all the items and all the sort of stuff that you should look out for. But with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy this first episode of this exciting series. I really do love The Binding of Isaac, and I've got a lot of really cool seeds up my sleeve that I found during my playing that I'd really want to share with you guys. So if you do enjoy this episode, make sure you hit that like button to show some support, and also tell me down in the comment section below. Hello guys and gayettes, and welcome to the first episode of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth Seed Showcase series. Basically what this series is it is me showing you guys some of the cool seeds that I have found in the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Some of them, or most of them, are very overpowered, and they're just ones that I've stumbled upon while I am playing the actual game. So I thought I would make a series to kind of show you guys some of the crazy ones that I have found. Now for this first episode, there's a lot of crazy items